a fresh morning. Like you see in Oshobo, I don't know, your area, it rain fell now.
Yes.
Like I left office last night a bit late, let's say not too late because let's say around 9 to 10.
Okay.
So I was kind of tired. I just got home, ate and just slept. It was in the middle of the night. I was just hearing
I didn't hear rain.
I was like, wow.
I didn't hear it rain at all. I slept just
like you went deep into sleep.
Into
I as I just had the sound, man, I just thought the cold was heavy. I just had to cover myself properly
and that's a good way to sleep.
I just went off again. You know, waking up this morning, the air is fresh, the day is bright
and beautiful.
And so beautiful.
Yes, it is. And that brings us to Spring Delight for today. Beautiful morning to you out there, viewers at home. How you doing? Happy weekend. Thank God it's a Saturday. Like I keep saying, thank God for the Monday, the Tuesday, the Wednesday, the Thursday, the Friday, and the Saturday. Seeing every day, seeing each day is definitely a blessing. How you doing? Welcome to Spring Delight on Western Spring Television, channel 190 DTT on StarTime. I want to say a very big thank you to the producer of the show, Pastor Alaka. Thank you so much for all that you do. And to all our amazing streamers and viewers from all over the world, I want to say a very big thank you to you. Yes, welcome to Spring Delight for today. My name is Ajibike Anjorin Ojo. Good morning.
Yes, just as Ajibike said, it's a bright morning. It's a beautiful morning, actually. It's a bright morning. And as I said, it's a fresh one in the city of Oshobo. I mean, the night was a night of downpouring. And the morning comes with this freshness, bright air. I mean, I'm so excited. You know, like you just wake up and you're contemplating, should I bath hot water or cold water?
Yes, right.
You're just in between the opinions and you're like, okay, if you want to go strong, it's your choice. Anyone you used to bath is all good. The most important thing is stay fresh. Our MVPs, just as I call you, good morning. My name is Olufemi Alagbe. We're welcoming you to the show. Ajibike has greeted everybody greetable. She has greeted this producer who was, you know, working behind the scene and ensuring everything is working out well. To all the crew members, we are greeting Una and our MVPs, as I always call you. Good morning to you. It's a delight. See, today is loaded. You need to tell them.
Yeah,
we are loaded.
Definitely, you're very right. You're very right about that, Femi. And it is the 16th day in the month of August, and whether you like it or not, the year is gradually coming to an end. I mean, we are in this second, the half of the month already.
Yeah. So we have 31 days, so we are half. We are into the half, we are in the half. Both together.
Exactly. So that is why we keep telling you that you should keep making hay now that the sun is shining, because time that you see, it waits for no man. Okay, let us just fill you in on what we're going to be having, outlining our programs for today. On our very first segment, we take you through the world of aerobics. We let you exercise there at the comfort of your home. I keep saying this week in, week out, that the best way that you can take care of the body when you take in so much, you tend to just burn out and sweat out the calories.
Something just came to my mind. You will bring the instructor to your screen to train you on how to exercise.
Fair enough.
You don't need to get to the gym sometimes, although you should do well to get to the gym. But if you can't get there, we bring the instructor to you and you just do the needful.
Definitely. Okay, so let us go for some aerobics. Don't just sit down and watch us. Be a part of aerobics. Don't go anywhere. We're going to be right back. Spring Delight on Western Spring Television 190 DTT. I hope you guys had a good time, you know, doing the exercise thing. And this is what it feels like when you keep fit.
Yeah.
You know, you get trimmed, everything just comes to normal, like I am looking.
I can relate.
You can relate, right?
I can understand what you are trying to communicate.
Exactly. And I mean, here we are, you know, with
there we were.
There we were, and here we are. So the idea of you know, keeping fit is the fact that you actually tend to keep fit.
Yeah.
So yeah, welcome back to Spring Delight, and I hope you had a good time there. Okay, and up next right now we have celebrity birthdays.
And today in history.
Okay, let me use this opportunity to send a special happy birthday message to my dear mother. It's so sad, like I couldn't include that picture today, but yeah, from your daughter, from IGBK to my very own dear mother, I want to wish you Mama
from every one of us at Western Spring Television, particularly the Spring Delights crew. We say a big happy birthday to you. Long life, prosperity.
Amen.
You live long and you keep fulfilling a purpose.
Amen. I mean, in addition to that, Femi, thank you very much for that. I just want to say a very big thank you to my mom, because she looked out for me. Now she's looking out for my children.
Imagine.
You know, it's just amazing at the duties of a mother, how it never ends. It goes on and on, because at some point I'm going to be in that
there's this kind of joy you have to, there's a joy in being a grandmother when you see a grandchildren.
Yeah.
You know, it comes natural, exciting. And you just pour yourself all
and you
out.
do stuff effortlessly. Yes, happy birthday to you, dear mother. And yes, my mother-in-law too. Today is her birthday. It's amazing.
I mean, it's a combo.
Honestly. So yes, you're coming. Yes, my own mother. I want to say happy birthday to you too. And I pray to God, like this, both mothers, it will not be your last birthdays. And to everyone celebrating today, and to everyone celebrating in the course of the week from the stables of Spring Delight, we are wishing you happy birthday.
All right, now we go for celebrity birthdays and today in history. Stay with us.
Okay, welcome back. Yes, welcome back to Spring Delight. I hope you had a good one there, watching and celebrating our celebrants. Okay, what are we wishing a merry happy birthday?
Yes, we want to first of all wish, today is the birthday of Alhaji Adeniro Akim. Specifically, we wish you a happy birthday. I mean, happy birthday to you. I hope our cake gets to us before we finish the show.
Okay, and this message is from the producer, Pastor Alaka himself. He says we should wish Alhaji,
courtesy of the producer.
Yes.
We wish and celebrate with you today. We pray long life and prosperity to you. And in advance, the Dominion Jesu Dabira Alaka.
Yes.
Her birthday is on the 18th. That's in 2 days' time.
And
in advance.
And it's going to be big 8. Yes, right? Big 8. Okay, so congratulations to you, baby girl. Daddy loves you so much, and we love you too. And I pray to God that it's not going to be your last birthday. So,
Amen.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you.
Yes.
And as I said, to everyone celebrating his or her birthday today, and in case we're unable to have you on our screen or you're watching us right there, we say happy birthday to you.
Definitely. Okay, now let's get down into the business of today, because our first guest on Spring Delight this morning is ESV Sunday Omotayo. Yes, he is a seasoned and practicing estate surveyor and valuer, leading a thriving estate surveying and valuation firm with projects spread across the southwest and parts of the south region of Nigeria. Okay. Yes, our guest is well seated in the studio. Do we have his name?
Yes, as I said, his name is ESV. All right, let me just quickly confirm that from here. ESV Sunday Omotayo. It's a pleasure to have you in the studios with us.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Welcome to the show.
Thanks so much.
Okay, ESV. Please tell us about the name ESV.
All right. ESV is an acronym for Estate Surveyor and Valuer.
Simple.
Simple.
Okay.
Estate Surveyor and value.
Because me, I was wondering. I was what's ESV? When I saw his bow, I was ESV.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's actually simple.
Let me still pause and wait until the person
It tells us
comes
the story.
to explain
The story
what it actually
behind.
means. Once again, it's a pleasure to have you.
Thank you so much for having me.
All right. Now, okay, Ajib, fire.
It's all right. I mean, as an estate surveyor,
Yeah.
so from your professional perspective,
All right.
how would you describe the current state of real estate market in Osun State?
Well, it's really becoming interesting,
Oh, beautiful.
particularly because of the recent development across the town, across the state, not just in Osogbo.
Fair enough.
So the real estate market in Osun is emerging, and it's emerging fast. That's the truth. I by God's grace, I am part of the players in the market.
Fair enough.
And I know what I'm talking about. So it's really emerging, and the emergence is fast.
Wow.
So anyone who wishes to invest in the property market in Osun now is doing it at the very right time.
Wow.
Very right time.
Oh, okay. Good.
All right. I want to digress a bit. From your bio, I got to discover that you host a weekly real estate coaching marketing program on radio and TV. Can you tell us about that?
Yes, that program is meant to sensitize Nigerians about the tenants in the industry.
Okay.
There are tenants peculiar to the industry. There are ways of doing business in the industry that people do not get to know. Say, for example, there is what we call proxy service.
Okay.
People do not know the difference between estate surveying and valuation and quantity surveying and land surveying.
Okay.
So when clients want any business in that regard, they may want to go and meet a professional who doesn't do what they want to do. And what do I call proxy service? When you go to such a professional, what he or she does is that he has a margin on the fee.
Okay.
So you pay more. So that program is meant to sensitize Nigerians about who does what. It does not matter how a carpenter is good at what he does. He can't do the work of a tailor.
Fair enough.
But an average Nigerian does not know who is who in the built industry. We have several professionals in the built industry. Estate surveyor and valuer, architect, quantity surveyor, land surveyor, and a host of others. But an average Nigerian do not know who does what. So that program is meant to sensitize Nigerians about the professionalism in the built industry and how they can access these professional services. All
right, before Ajibike will continue to ask you on the journey and other aspects of real estate, how successful have this shown? I'm so, as a journalist,
it's okay.
I'm so interested to know how successful have this coaching weekly programs been? How successful can you say it has been?
Oh, it's been very successful.
Okay.
Basically, people are getting to know more about the professionals in the built industry and the differences between, amongst these professionals.
Okay.
Now, an average Nigerian may want to rent a house or do anything in the beauty industry, and he goes to the quacks. By God's grace, I sit here to God's glory to tell you that program has exposed the quacks. So it's no longer a field day.
A person can identify through the program.
From the feelers I get from the town. No, it's no longer business as usual for the quacks. They don't have the field day any longer. Say, for example, some of them will charge so much. You'd want to rent a house for 100,000, and they'll be charging 50,000 for 100,000 rent. That's killing.
That's right.
That's killing. So from the feelers I'm getting and the production crew are getting from the town, from the state, in fact from Nigeria, because the program is live stream, Facebook, across the world.
Okay.
So we get feedback across the world. People are getting to know that things should be done this way and not the way that has been done before.
All right, I think before we end the show, we'll get to have your social media handle so that people can be able to get to connect with you more on that. Yes, Ajibike.
Yeah, talking about the growth that you've experienced in the estate surveying market, what cities across the state do you think is experiencing more growth, and which ones do you think are lagging behind?
All right. Of course, Osogbo is really, really moving fast.
Okay.
Like in aspect of development.
Really, thanks to the recent move of the state government in improving infrastructural development in the state.
Yeah, okay.
And that's been done across, not just in Osogbo, across
Yeah,
the state.
The state, yeah.
So let me now quickly come back to your question. Now, Oshogbo is moving fast. Ife is equally moving fast.
Okay.
Iwo, Ilesha, and Ikire. These cities, particularly Oshogbo, Ife, and Ilesha, if anybody is wishing to invest in any of the three,
it's a good time.
It's a good time to do it now.
Now, okay, let's talk about infrastructure, like talking about roads, market, industrial hub. How has it affected the property value in the state?
It has indeed affected the property investment in
positively?
The state. Positively, thank you, ma. Now, let me give you an instance.
Okay.
Okebale used to be, Okebale used to be, I don't know, I don't want to sound too, but today, because of Junior Oshun at Okebale, an average plot of land in Okebale now costs as much as between 6 million and 12 million.
Wow.
I'm in the market.
Wow.
In fact, the rate at which people want to buy plots of land at Okebale just because of the location of the university. Okebale used to be,
Okebale used to be Okebale.
Okebale used to be Okebale, thank you. But now, it's really, really emerging fast. That's one. Let's take, for example, this other area I call them a bus from the city center, Owode.
Okay.
If you see what is happening in Owode at the moment, you will marvel. Is at the moment competing, rental value at Owode is now competing with rental values in Oshogbo. That is not too distant from the development being put in place by the government, the present state government. So infrastructure development, of course, affect positively rental values and then property value, capital values of property within the state. And it's really, really moving. So one can only take advantage of it now because the longer you stay, the more
you're losing
you pay. The more you pay.
All right, now coming to the aspect of first-time investors. Now, some persons are watching us and they are like, wow, if this can be as valuable as this, maybe they are having the desire to invest. Now, talking about land banking, rental property, as you said, rental value, or commercial buildings. Now, which one would you recommend a first-time investor to go into in Osun State? To be on a safe side, you're a professional in this. What would be your advice to a first-time investor and why?
All right, thank you so much. I'd like to advise a first-time investor to invest in land banking.
Okay.
And what do we mean by land banking? Land banking is simply when you invest into a virgin land and you leave it over a period of time and then resell. It is different from land speculation.
Okay.
And that's why it is important that people, when you are investing in land banking, ensure you get across, you consult with a professional. What we do is that they speculate, land speculation. They just buy, they go and buy a land somewhere very, very distant into the bush. And over time, that property will not appreciate because it is just speculations. But land banking is a calculated investment.
Okay.
So when you consult with a professional, it tells you where to bank. By God's grace, I was once a banker, so I combined the two.
These two together.
I know what it is to really land bank. So I will be able to, a professional will be able to help you. Okay, this is where to invest, and he will do a feasibility appraisal to tell you that over this period of time you will get this much, and you will get as much as that or more. So it's not speculation; it's banking, and banking is calculative.
Yes, right.
So you are able to, from the word go of your investment, determine what you are expecting over a period of time. Maybe say 5 years, 10 years, or 15 years. So graduated like that, you're able to know, okay, at the end of 5 years, I'm getting this much. If I leave it for 10, I'm getting this much. So it's a calculated way of investment as against speculations.
Looking at, when we had a conversation, you said the days of Okebale.
Yeah.
Okebale used to be Okebale, but now we cannot say the same thing anymore. Talking from your line of work, what places do you think in future, I'm talking the nearest future, can actually be hot cakes again, just like Okibale.
Okibale. I love that. Now, another place right in Osogbo that could be that hot for sale is these axis towards Ikirun.
Okay, where's the axis towards Ikirun? That's the likes of Otaifon
and the likes. At the moment, the government is working on that this market. What's this market called there? There's a big market along that axis. Close to Kobo.
The regular Otaifon market, right?
Otaifon market. No, there's this.
There's a name? No, I don't know.
There's a market there. So that market is recently being developed. Yeah. If people take advantage of that market, oh my!
That place will turn to
a gold mine. To turn to a gold mine.
Wow!
Because of the location of the market. Another infrastructure around that axis is the machine tools.
Yes. Okay.
When it is resuscitated, when it is brought back to life, it will equally command attraction.
And this axis you're talking about back there is just like a pathway. When we are traveling down to
bushy, and the likes.
Yes.
But now it's really imagined. So for somebody who has a foresight, one can always then invest and then land bank ahead.
Now, what you're saying now, that brings me to ask this question. How do you identify now a genuine emerging market before the price gets to skyrocket? You're talking about an area now. Now, let's say there are other areas and somebody wants to invest into or explore. Now, how do I get to identify a genuine market before it gets to skyrocket?
Oh, I love that. That's a very beautiful question. Now, the way you identify a market like that is this. When development starts springing, a major development like an higher institution. Let me give you an instance. Before now, when Uniosun was started by Governor Yilola in those days, it has, of course, you still have several campuses across the state, about 6 of them. Now, those campuses are really developing fast. Now we're having more students being admitted into those campuses. So, not just in Osogbo, now in Okuku, for somebody who wants to invest in an hostel accommodation, it's a beautiful time to start investing in that axis, even in Okuku. You can imagine Okuku, what are we talking about? For someone who has foresight, let me give you an example. In those days, the Polytechnic Ibadan used to be a satellite campus of Unife. Of course, it developed into an institution on its own over time. So whether we like it or not, those satellite campuses would one day
become independent
institution. That's a way, you see, there's a way we think as professionals. We do not just think in the immediate. So we are able to guide you, this is where you should go. So for an intending investor, you can look in that direction, the campuses, all the 6 campuses, satellite campuses of Osun State University at the moment, would in the future develop into an institution on their own. So one can look in that direction and then invest ahead in land banking into such areas. Areas like Ikire, like which other campus do they have? They have another one at Ifetedo. Those areas are imagined, particularly when you are investing in hostel accommodation.
Now, talking about land grabbing. This happened, we hear this a couple of times. So I'm asking now, is this still a big issue in Osun, and how is it avoidable?
All right, thank you so much. Land grabbing, of course, is a menace that's not just peculiar to Osun State. But of course, it's really reducing. That's the truth.
Have you been able to? Have you guys been able to curb it?
Thank you. Now, because people are getting sensitized, you see, what you buy determines in trouble. What you buy and how you buy it. So when you are buying a land and you are buying from a family and you're not doing solid documents, land grabbing is almost automatic.
Yeah, right.
When you buy and buy right and do the proper documentation, land grabbing is reduced to the barest minimum.
Yeah.
See the likes of, we have developers now trooping to Osun. I won't mention names. So how have they been doing it without having issues with land grabbing? You do solid documentation.
So you're saying that the most important thing is after purchasing a land, you should do well to document it.
Document
for safety.
For safety. Let me quickly shift this in.
Okay.
Now, what determines the value of a land? Is it the size? No. Is it title on the land? Is it title on the land? So if I have a plot of land, it's not titled, it's as if I don't have a land. Is the document that links me to the property. But an average Nigerian do not do titling. And I say it to everyone who cares to listen this morning, that if you're having a land, you have not titled it, it's important you go and title it properly as soon as you can. Because an untitled land is no land.
All right, before GBK comes in, I'm so interested in this question, talking about Nigerians in diaspora. How can they also get to invest in land? I mean, invest in land, buy land, or do anything with you, with being absent, not physically present? Is it possible?
It is possible.
Okay,
very possible. Now, when a diasporan is wanting to do an investment in Nigeria, particularly in Osun or elsewhere in Nigeria, all he needs to do first is to get in touch with a professional. Like I do say jokingly on my program, I will tell them that as you have a family lawyer, you have a family doctor, you should retain the service of a family estate surveyor and valuer. You know why?
Why?
Because your investment is key. There's this adage that says, permit me to say it in Yoruba, I will try to say it. See, there is a tie from a pocket of a man and his heart. So if the pocket is disturbed, the heart is disturbed. So why would you allow your hard-earned money in your pocket to go down the drain just because you are not careful to engage a professional to protect your investment? No. So as we retain the service of a family lawyer, the service of a family doctor, it is important that an investor retain the service of an estate surveyor to guard investment. So for diasporans, all they need to do is to contact a professional, particularly an estate surveyor and valuer, who would guide them and then protect their investment. They will buy and go and sleep.
Okay, I mean, I just need you to emphasize and explain again as an estate surveyor to the viewers out there the importance in involving a certified estate surveyor and valuer in property transaction. I would really want you to emphasize on that, please. All right,
thank you so much. Now, engaging an estate surveyor is very key to one's investment, particularly real estate investment is important.
Yes,
really, because one is trained to manage interest in land and landed properties.
Yes.
Now, every other person on the street that call themselves agents, they are not trained. They are opportunists. Some of them carpenters, some of them bricklayers, some of them, I'm sorry to mention names, you understand? Because the fact that somebody stays very long in the court does not make him a lawyer. Do you understand?
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah.
So the fact that somebody has stayed long in the street does not make him an estate surveyor and valuer.
Fair enough.
So it is important that you give that which is a tailor to a tailor. So in this regard, if you are investing in property market, somebody who is trained, who is licensed by the government to practice that trade is the one you should consult with. There's a law which has established estate surveying and valuation. Land Use Act of Land Use Act of 1978 establishes estate surveying and valuation. Do you understand?
Yes,
so
please.
It's an agent of the government. Estate surveyor and valuer, Registration Board of Nigeria, regulate the practice of estate surveyors and valuers. So we are tied to the government. We are regulated by the government. So it is important that if you are doing any investment in estate surveying and valuation, you consult with an estate surveyor. Like you are good to go. You have your rest of mind.
Just as you said, we're good to go and you have a rest of mind. Now let's talk about your personal philosophy on balancing profit with integrity in real estate business. Let's have that as your take home as we wrap up the show.
All right, thank you so much. It is important that one balances practice with integrity. You know, there are three basic needs of man. We have clothing, we have food, we have shelter. Of the three, anybody who has a line of business and amongst the three would do well in business. So we are privileged to have our line of business in shelter. Having said that, you know, another Nigerian would love to put his head somewhere.
Exactly.
So it is now pushing.
Nobody wants to sleep on this.
Okay, welcome back. It is still Spring Delight on Western Spring Television, channel 190 DTT. By now, I hope you're keeping up with us on all our social media platforms. We are there on the Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, X, Western Spring Television, and we're going to be in your faces with our amazing content. It was very nice having to speak to the estate.
Yeah,
CEO,
it was an interesting and enlightening segment.
Enlightening too, and for all of them in the field, let them pick one or two about integrity.
Both the investors, both the ones in the business and those who want to invest, and even the clients themselves. You know your right. Do the needful. Let everybody do the needful.
Exactly. Bringing us back to our second guest for today. Yes, we're going to be discussing the future of farming, overcoming hurdles in Osun's poultry industry. And this morning we have Adedokun Adeleke Nuren. I hope I am correct. He will correct me if I'm wrong. He is a visionary CEO of Bure Chicken Global Services. Yes, hailing from Ilobu in Ifelodun local government. He is more than just a farmer. Yes, he is also a skilled chicken processor who is redefining poultry production in his region. Okay, further down, I have with an academic background in computer engineering and science. I wonder how from computer engineering.
From wait, doubled. Yoruba will say, this is how long you get.
I don't give.
No,
he's going to explain that.
He will explain that.
Okay, with an academic background in computer engineering and science, Nuren brings a modern technology-driven perspective to the agricultural sector, merging innovation with tradition to deliver quality and efficiency in poultry farming and processing. So join me as we welcome the CEO of Bure Chicken Global Services. Hello.
Hello.
Good morning.
First and foremost, for all the ones that are Jeep talk, Naha talk, introduce yourself.
I am Adedokun Adeleke Nuren, the founder of Bure Chicken Global Services.
Impressive. Now you know, say we are going to pull your legs.
How now?
How did computer become chicken services?
Please go ahead.
Explain. No,
I have to know.
Explain.
I'm a graduate.
Okay.
Of course you are.
Yeah. Computer science and engineering. But after graduation, there's no job opportunity for us, and we have to create one for ourselves. So that's how we just got ourselves into farming.
So the navigation just moved.
Yes.
To farming.
And it entered. But I know, say, people will say no knowledge is lost. Yeah. I trust, say, that's scientific, computer science knowledge. You go see the
honestly, it even helped us very well. Honestly.
How long have you been in the poultry farming business at large?
Let's say 10 years.
Wow.
10 years. But we started with just 2 beds, 3 beds. So from there, that is just
Wow. Yeah. Okay. You said something right now. You said you studying computer engineering, science. It helps you in your poultry business. How does that align? I really want to hear.
It's really aligned in the sense that you can't just compare yourself with someone who's not educated at all.
Okay.
Being through school is very helpful, so to say. So after our NYSC, sit down. What can we do? What can we do?
Yeah.
We've been searching all around. Even before we finished our NYSC, we've been searching for work all around.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, we did not see one. And we have to move on with our life.
You're right.
So sitting down at home, thinking, looking around, is there any problem around here that I can just create something to solve? That's how we started.
Wow. Okay, Femi, do you have any questions?
All right, let's talk about the challenges in the business. Now, I don't know where your location is, but can you tell us, like, are there challenges you've faced in the aspect of processing your feeds, storage, good roads in marketing your products? Can you tell us some hurdles?
There's a lot of problems concerning that. If there are something being set in place for us, like good road, we won't have much issues concerning the business. And at the same time,
really, how does good road affect?
A typical example now.
Okay.
There's a farm. Our own farm is not located around the Shugbo.
Okay.
One rural area.
Okay.
We have to access that place almost every day. Yes, our motto, our vehicle. Just imagine, we keep doing Olowo every day.
Okay.
Every day.
The money you're supposed to
at least for other things.
Yeah. You use it to fix vehicles every time you apply that rule.
Every time.
Okay.
So that is it. To access that place, to bring even more farmers to that place to buy from us is a problem. Let me say, we can't come there. So
the cost of delivery now has to increase.
Definitely. Definitely. It affects so many things.
All right, now coming to the aspect of power supply. Can you say
that's a major problem being a processor?
Because, you know, in preservation, you need to freezing your stuffs and all that.
Yeah.
The cost of petrol is high now, or maybe you're using diesel. Even diesel is not cheap.
We are using both.
It's not.
Because to avoid diesel, let me say, dear.
It's all of our
gone, honestly speaking. Honestly. But it is now, if there's enough power supply, at least if they'll be giving us 20 or 22 hours on a daily basis.
At least 22 hours of 24 hours. Let's say they take 2 hours.
Yes, because what we are doing, it requires power supply. We've been on solar and diesel, but it's really reducing our profits and it's affecting a lot of things concerning the business.
Now, how do you make sure, to what extent do you make sure these birds are safe? I mean, talking about security now, you know, because we've seen cases where you hear that my blah, blah, blah was boggled, my poultry was... How do you guys secure your birds, like, over time, over the years?
That security is costing us a lot again.
Wow.
Costing us a lot. Just imagine, if there's better security in the country, you would have go that far.
You won't go extra mile to secure?
Just to secure my property again. That is just it.
Wow.
So now, we have to install normal CCTV camera, and at the same time, employ night guard.
Manpower to keep your products.
So if we've been, don't just go to that, because some of our staffs, some of them ran away with our birds, sell birds behind us, something of such.
Wow.
So you have the challenge of securing your products from external forces and even internet.
So
yes.
That's serious.
Yes.
Now coming to, with all these challenges you've mentioned, how does this now affect the cost of this products? Price of egg, price of chicken, and all that.
Definitely is going to be affected.
Wow. Yeah.
Yes. We are spending more than what we even planned for. So when we now get to market, we don't have choice. If we sell lesser, definitely we are going to pack off.
You're running at a loss.
Yes. So we have to just sell. At least, though our, what is it called? The profits cannot be maximized. Just have to sustain with the business.
That's right.
That is just all.
Wow.
It's not even what you can just be saying sincerely.
Now, talking about customers, though, I mean, you're not the only one in this line of business. We have people, other brands who have packaged products like you do. How do you get your customers?
Let me say grace. And part of what we learned from school. Yes.
The aspect of no knowledge comes in.
Yes. One day, I sat down. Now, I want to be doing this.
Okay.
Mama Lagwaja is doing it. Someone I know very close to me is doing it as well. So now, how my own one is going to stand out?
How can I be different
from
others?
what they are selling? First of all, put down the name, register our brand. So now after the registration, what next? And now sit down. How can we just make it different? We are selling the same frozen chicken. But mind you, our own is very hygienic, different entirely. But for me to convince you, our own is different. That one is my business.
Yes, it's up to you.
Yes, it's up to me.
You're the one that has to convince me.
Yes,
definitely.
because you see, someone is selling his own or our own 500 naira, and you are telling me your own is 10,000. How come? So I have to tell you and convince you what makes it different. So now sat down. What can we do? And I'll put some innovative. Yes, like branding it.
Okay.
Get a branded nylon. Our name is being written on it, and we put price tag.
So it's not something you come and once you see price tag, you know
negotiable.
You can't negotiate this.
No. And we have some what we call something party packages.
Okay.
If you have 1,000 guests, you are for 1,000 guests, you can handle that. So you don't have any problem concerning, okay, I want to do party, also I need me. No, don't just stress yourself. Just contact us. So those are the things that make us different. Those are the things that make us different from other people selling frozen food.
Okay, I mean, Vere, in as much as you've been having this conversation about those challenges, you know, in the bird business, poultry business, all put together, I want to ask you, what are the good things about this business? What is that thing that when you sit back, you be like, yes, the fact that I dabbled into this business, I love this part of the business. I wanted to pitch to someone who probably wants to dabble.
The thing is just have to have passion for it before starting anything, so to say.
I don't have passion for it. I'm not doing no bird.
Or you like eating every bird?
Yeah, I can patronize, but
Instead,
I'm not.
You don't bother yourself.
So that's passion. That's where it comes in.
So when you're passionate about it, that keeps you going.
Sincerely,
despite the challenges.
Despite the challenges, just keep you going.
Fair enough.
All right. Now, you know, this thing that used to make people get into friction when, let's say, two persons are discussing and you keep on stating problems. Then you say, what is even the solution? Now, if we say we have issue of light, we have issue of bad roads,
security,
we have issue, even feeds are expensive.
Yeah.
Now, what would be your suggestion? How do we get to solve this
to make it easier?
To make things easy for people.
Thank you. The 70% of the feed comes from the maize. The maize, there is no price regularization.
So every supplier of maize just pays price as they want.
Not only the maize, even the DOC. Yes, just imagine on Monday we bought 1,200. That same week on Thursday, we bought 1,800.
The same week?
The same week.
Even the following week?
Same week. Now ask me, what makes that one different? What makes it cost that
within that period?
Just 4 days.
That's serious.
Yeah, and mind you, that cycle is the same cycle with someone who got his own on Monday. So now tell me, you are going to sell at the same price. Because the bears are cycle. So definitely they have to sell at the same price. So now tell me, definitely the person that bought his own at the rate of 1,800
will be running that.
That is just it.
Yeah, right.
That is just it. You have to help us to regularize the price. So by tomorrow, you know exactly the price you are going to buy. Even till next year.
If you'll not be having a permutation of plus or minus, you know this is the price.
That's the loan has scrambled so many farmers and processors. They don't go near it again because of the eyes in everything. That's the problem.
Okay, so regular price for the
yes.
Okay, are there anything else that we want to look at that can make it easier once again?
Give us fund.
Who is giving you fund?
Government. At least. I remember when I started. Okay, I need loan now. And I walked to the bank. As I got there, have you registered your business? I said no. You cannot loan anyone. I went back. You go and do the registration. After registration, I came back. I pressed him, okay. So show us, what are you doing? It's not what am I doing now. I'm about to start.
I want to do.
Then I said, no, we cannot lend you money for startup.
Until you have started doing.
Oh, until we are into it.
So the existing business, that is what they fund. So we have to search for money somewhere else.
So startup.
So they don't help us at all.
For startups.
No. They will not give money to start anything up.
Wow.
They finance existing business. And I don't blame them.
Wow.
So government just help us concerning that.
What do you see? I mean, when you look at the farming business, the poultry business at large, in the next, was it like this when you first started? I'm talking in Osun State.
In Osun
Was
State.
it like this when you first started? What growth have you seen over the years? And how do you emphasize the farming business itself in years to come?
Well, it was not like this when we started.
Yes, okay.
So to say, there are more improvements. And I can just say those improvements was just the reason the importation of chicken is banned. It helped us to grow.
Okay.
So you can say that the competition from outside the country has reduced.
Yes, reduced drastically. And that gives us
an edge.
Yes, because when during the time they are bringing their own, they don't even care. I don't know how they do it. They don't even care. Well, I could remember then we were selling 2,500 per kilo, and they were selling 1,500.
So people will prefer to go for theirs.
If I were you, would you go for it?
Healthy.
I don't say that because I don't know. I was locally sourced.
You know, that was a time we had. That was a time we had. The reason why I said that was because that was a time we had a show like this. We're talking about it takes days for them to export it, and they use preservatives.
They embalm those things.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why I used the word.
It's very dangerous to our health, so to say. Sincerely speaking. But our own is locally sourced now.
Exactly.
So it gives us more edge.
You guys had an opportunity to grow.
Sincerely speaking. In the next 5-10 years, no. It's more something you can be talking about.
Beautiful.
Yes.
Okay, I think, are we done with him?
All right,
now?
I have this one to ask the issue of now, what would be your counsel to someone who is thinking of going into that business? What will you counsel such a person to look out for? What are the things to, focus on in the business? You mentioned passion the other time. Should they still remain passionate, or is there any other thing you would like to counsel somebody who also wants to get into the business? Now you said it's something that you
who has probably started with 1 or 2 birds already
and also wants to go.
Sincerely, it's not something that just double on. Just go and learn.
To learn.
Sincerely speaking, you have to learn.
Wow.
Or else you will pay
I don't know.
for
It cost me so many things because I didn't learn it from anybody. It cost me so many things. So many things. It's not business that I can just, someone is doing it, let me do. No.
Wow. It's all right. So your parting shot.
All right, we'll quickly go on a short break. Let's go on a short break before he gives us his parting shot.
Okay.
We'll go on a short break. We'll be right back. Stay with us.
Oh my goodness, men supporting men, right?
As it should be, it is the usual adage of women supporting women. But when you get to have your co-man, although men support men actually, it's just that we don't show it on the surface. But when a woman, sorry to the female gender out there, our MVPs, when a woman supports a woman, it is on the loudspeaker. But we men, we just like to do it on a
Have you ever heard that narrative of women are the enemies of women?
Definitely.
Yeah, it's no, definitely. That's why I said.
I guess said definitely.
No, it's the reason why I said. When they now support, they loud it.
We are out in the open because normally we are the fire on the Oh goodness, my gender, please, we can do better. Thanks to every one of you who has been staying with us from the beginning, and we are still very much on the matter. We still have our guest, our second guest, well seated in the studio, and we've been having a conversation with him on, you know, on farming, the poultry business, and the future of it, and what it has been like. And he has spoken about lots of the challenges they've gotten to face, how they spend so much more in keeping the birds safe, and you know, the feeding and all that. So right now,
and I like the fact that I also spoke about the solution. You know, it's not just about telling us the problems. We've talked about regularization of prices and all that. And it's something that we should take into consideration. And he also spoke about, you know, the aspect of if you want to get into it, have passion.
yeah.
But beside passion, there are more. Yes.
Okay. So can we just have his parting shot
Yes,
now?
we have a Spartan shot now. As we
Yes,
wrap
what
up
do you
the
have
show.
to
What do you
say?
have to
Like-
say to the government, to those who want to start up the business, and maybe to your core business? I mean, people in the industry.
Like a word of motivation too.
Yeah.
Well, the government, they have to help us. Starting something from the scratch isn't easy at all. It's not an easy thing. No fund from anywhere. So, and they are not creating jobs. It's just help us. They're getting small loans with low interest. Because getting a loan from the bank,
Cost
very
high.
exhausting. And to the youth, start something someday.
Stop the
Procrastination.
the nomenclature
just
of
start.
Nigeria, lazy Nigerian youth.
Just start with what you have. And from there, you get there.
I like the fact he said start with what you have.
What
That
you
means
have.
don't start with nothing. If you
Start
don't
with
have
what you
anything, you
have.
cannot start anything.
Yeah, so you have to have something.
You have to have
You
something.
should have something. Oh,
Femi, what is
no, it's very important. You know, you know, I said that in one of the shows. Motivational speakers will come. You
No.
can be anything,
I know.
even with a leaf of a tree. You heard him.
I don't get
Starts with no. You know, sometimes this motivation used to disturb my head. Start with something.
Yeah.
I like that,
And
sir.
from there, you get to
Where you're
you're
aiming
going.
to get to.
Let me
Thank
ask
you
you
so
this
much.
personal question before you go. I mean, I ask almost every guest that come on the show, what you do, is it enough for you?
Definitely is enough.
I like the sound of that.
It's enough. Sincerely,
Okay.
it's enough.
I like that.
Now, before he goes, your social media handle, we can get to connect
On
with you.
TikTok,
Yes.
Bure Chicken.
Okay, Bure Chicken on
On
TikTok.
Facebook,
Yes.
Bure Chicken Adedokun.
Bure Chicken Adidoko on Facebook.
Yeah.
Thank you very
Okay.
much once again for being a part of the show this
Thank you for
morning and
having me.
for giving us truthful enlightenment, not motivational speeches that in the end you'll be like, hey, is this impossible? Or Nami no get 3 heads. in
Let
the
me ask
real
him
sense.
this. Please, what's the meaning of Nuren?
It's a Muslim name.
What's the meaning though?
2-star.
Wow.
Yeah. Nuruddin is just a star.
Okay.
Nuren is 2-star.
So there is a Nuruddin, there's
Yes,
a Nuren.
yes.
Now
There's
I
a Nuruddin.
understand.
and
So when
Nuren.
anybody is Nuruddin, I was saying your own now 1 star.
Huh?
That's
When I
the
see
Nuren.
Nuren, I'll be like, oh,
Yeah,
this is a
Imole
double.
Meji.
Imole
double
Meji.
star.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've been having a conversation with the CEO of Bure
Bure
Chicken,
Chicken.
if I'm right about that.
Yes.
Okay, and it was a good time having him. Bure, I want to say a very big thank you to you.
Thank you for having
And I
me.
pray to God that you keep getting successful in your line of
Amen.
business.
Amen.
Thank you so much. So right now, we are not done for today. We're going to be taking another commercial break. We'll be taking Spring Facts. This helps us and guide us on how to go in our day-to-day life, you know. 1 or 2 motivations. we
Get
can
some more
pick up.
truthful motivations,
Insights, you
not
know.
the
And
graph.
of course, because it is Saturday, we have our Saturday beddo. You know, we just want to shift
Yeah,
and
now.
shake our body.
After you have done the exercise, you need to also do some dancing.
Some dancing. Then when we'll come back.
Feed the soul too.
Oh,
Very
God.
important.
When we'll come back, we'll be saying our BYEs. Don't go anywhere. What you don't know, you don't know. And in life, the more you live, the more you learn.
If the day you stop learning, you start to die. So continue to learn every day.
Exactly
Because the
right.
day- every time you can learn. The day your growth just stop like this, Omo, you don't start to die. You don't start to paya.
Yes, so we had a beautiful time on the show today.
Yeah, very interesting times. I mean, time of enlightenment, insight, exposition, and it has been delightful.
I've also learned that whatever you do, if you have passion for it, it's usually enough at the end of the day.
The talk where they talk for you now because I get passion for it, it's not easy to talk. How easy?
It is not easy.
It's not easy to be a Totoriko.
It is not easy.
If you don't get passion for it, you go to do it.
If you don't have passion for entertainment, how can you entertain, you know?
You said you go just one of my lecturers said in school. He said human lives are boring. So if your life is boring, how you go to make people
you can't entertain.
If you don't get passion to
that's the truth.
Especially in this side of the world where let us go home.
Yes, we are going home. I will hope to see you same time next week.
Yeah.
And to all the celebrants today, I mean, shout out to my mother once again. Happy birthday, mother.
Yes.
Yeah, my mother in love. Happy birthday to you. And of course, Pastor Alaka, our own very producer. Dominion.
Jesu Dabira.
Alaka. Happy
in
birthday
advance
to you. In advance, baby
and
girl.
And to Alhaji Akim once again at Denira, we say happy birthday.
Yes, I want to say a very big thank you to the entire transmission team. Thank you so much for making this happen week in, week out. A big shout out to my co-hosts.
Yeah, and a big shout out to you.
Thank you so much. And right now, we are leaving. See you next week.
Yeah, bye-bye.